Chef Scott Wallen from Upstream. Scott, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Been
Thanks
too
for having
long.
us.
Yeah, he can do anything with anything. Let's put it that way when it comes to food. But we're going to talk salmon here today. And I was just talking to Scott earlier about if I'm going to the grocery store, if I'm buying salmon, what do I need to look for, Scott? You're an expert.
So there's a few things you want to look for when you're buying seafood. If you're going to go to the grocery store or a local market, it's going to be a little different. Your seafood at the grocery store is going to say frozen or fresh frozen or refresh, which means it's been frozen at some point. That's okay, depending at the temperature it was frozen. It's the integrity of the fish is still there, and it's a good product, and it's safe. Really, you want to look for where does the salmon come from. So, Is it farmed? Farm is not a bad word. You want to get farmed naturally. So in Scotland, Ireland, they're doing a very, very good job at farming salmon in natural waters.
Okay.
So very, very good. It keeps the integrity of the fish. It's done in natural waters, not in ponds, and this is great for the environment. It's sustainable. So today we're doing a little roasted Scottish salmon. I have that on, just a little bit of salt and pepper and some extra virgin olive oil. We're also doing some pearl pasta or Israeli couscous. We're doing that in a risotto style. So we're going to start with some Israeli couscous. Some vegetable stock.
That's hot, by the way.
And then I'm going to add in some bay scallops, some fresh bay scallops, which are nice and sweet, like the candy of the sea, we like to call that.
That's what I would agree with.
We're going to add in some Brussels leaves. So we actually peel the leaves off the Brussels sprouts. It gives us some nice texture. Very healthy.
Why not just put the whole Brussels in there?
Well, the Brussels would take a little too long to cook, so this will cook very, very quickly.
So the leaves cook a little quicker.
So we're excited at Upstream Restaurant right now. We just celebrated our 15-year anniversary.
Wow.
So we opened in 2000. So last Friday was our 15-year anniversary.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And a well-deserved anniversary, too, because one of the finest restaurants in Charlotte. If you haven't been to Upstream, I mean, you can't do any better than Upstream.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. So we brought some things for you to see today. We have the salmon working here, which is on our dinner menu. We finished that pearl pasta risotto with a little bit of citrus butter and those Brussels leaves, which will give it some nice acidity at the end. We also brought some sushi from our sushi bar because you can't go to Upstream and not get a little bit of sushi.
You have to have the sushi.
So we have some hand rolls. We brought some nigiri. And then we have some of our beautiful sushi here. We have some Yokohama roll here. We have a spicy tuna roll with a little bit of red Tobiko caviar.
Wow. My gosh. Now, what about when you're cooking the salmon? How do you know when it's done? Is it okay to eat it a little rare?
It is. So really all you have to do with this product, because it's so fresh, we know where it comes from. It's farmed for us in Scotland. We could sear this nice and crispy on the skin side, flip that over, give it another 30 seconds, and serve that rare if we wanted to. That's how I would eat it. Brings out nice floral flavors in the salmon, keeps the integrity, it doesn't dry out, stays nice and moist. If you want to cook it a little bit longer, go 2 or 3 minutes per side and we'll get a nice mid-rare. We don't really want to cook it all the way through, although you can, but the salmon starts to dry out.
So having it rare is fine.
Having it rare is fine, yes. This fish is healthy, it's sustainably farmed, so it's parasite-free, never dangerous. Very good for you.
Okay, good.
Right?
Now you're going to
So now we're going to take... We're going to take this nice pearl pasta. We see how bright those Brussels leaves get. We've cooked those scallops through. They're going to be very, very sweet. We're going to add that right into the bowl. Then we're going to take that salmon.
Turning that off,
Nice and crispy right on the top there on that skin side. And then we finish this off with a little bit of citrus gremolata.
What?
Gremolata.
What is gremolata?
So it's traditionally an Italian accompaniment. We do with chopped parsley, cilantro. We add in a little bit of grated ginger and some scallion.
Oh, wow.
And then some olive oil. Just to add right over top of that fish to add those citrus notes, all that fresh herb flavor in there.
And we can get this at Upstream.
You can get this tonight at Upstream when you come in.
All right. I think let's all go to Upstream then and see what else we can find there too. Scott Wallen with Upstream. Just wonderful. It looks beautiful. It's almost a shame to have to eat it, but we'll manage.
But I think you can.
Scott, thank you so much.
Thanks
and
for
remember,
having us.
you can find this at Upstream, celebrating 15 years now in Uptown Charlotte. Appreciate it, Scott, so much. All right, it's 8:46. Let's check in with meteorologist Al Conklin.